with some kind of initiation, stun, Dragonite, Beastmaster. But Tusk brings you that without Blink Dagger thanks to Snowball, Magic Immunity Piercing with Walrus Punch, so he doesn't need, any key itemization really. He doesn't need that one item to actually allow him to play his hero, and he's so good at hunting people across the map. As Ember Spirit Kotl, no duo combo coming out. DK Phoenix being banned out as well. Final bans for both sides.
Dire team ban.
Come through.
Yeah, just checked. It's 3.9. I love to round up numbers. That's why I said 4. And the Lone Druid gone. No surprise there. I mean, Team Liquid, they can win against any team with their Lone Druid. They have Koikwa, the best Lone Druid and the only Lone Druid player in the world right now.
He's the only one left.
Radiant team pick.
It really is one of those special little picks for them. Nature's Prophet being banned out against Alliance. So what's our first pick then?
A Shadow Demon
is still left in the pool.
DP's banned.
Yeah, I'm a moron. It is early morning. Lacoste, we've just woken up.
If you're wondering why I look so beautiful, it's because I got extra hours of sleep. I was supposed to wake up earlier. I did not. My alarm didn't wake me up, so that's why I look so swollen, I would say. And Shadow Demon it is. Alliance yesterday against Team Secret played this hero and tried to go for something different, like no Ether Lance, just straight into Aghanim Scepter. Like once you get that, it's insane amount of damage. You have 3 charges on your ulti with the break mechanic. And Team Liquid, they already know what they're gonna pick. Like, I mean, these two teams know each other, so they're not surprised what the other team is doing.
And no need to do your homework. You've already played against each other enough and seen all these games. Got a good feeling. So Rubik Centaur looks like that's going to be the dual lane setup for Team Liquid already. It's a real solid all-round hero. Giving catch, you've got disengage from Centaur Stampede to try and get away from these Shadow Demon initiations.
Radiant team back.
They can put a lot of pressure onto that safe lane. The Alliance come out with a Mars. And that's, considered a pretty good counter against the Centaur Stampede.
Yep, can't run away from it. It feels like we're watching Dota, let's say 2 months ago, when these two offliners were extremely popular. Like everyone was just picking Centaur and Mars, getting the Ring of Tarask on the hero, building all the auras. Now it's not the case. Like you don't see often someone just building Crimson Guard pipe. It's very, very situational. Those items got nerfed.
And it's kind of interesting for me to see, Enchantress and Earthshaker just ignored, Chen ignored. We've seen so much of those from the other team, really, throughout the group stage, and even into the playoffs here. Dota Pit.
They still need position 5 heroes, I believe both of them. Alliance tends to play Shadow Demon as position 4.
Yeah, they could think about like Jakiro, Bane, something along those lines for FNG. Maybe even the Witch Doctor can come out again. Grimstroke, Pulse 5 for Insania, going to be banned out by Alliance. So they won't have that Inkswell Blink initiation from Centaur. And the great thing about both of these open gives you team fight, gives you good lane control from both of these, plus 4 and 3s. And you're still really very open here to that kind of Chen Lycan, maneuver through the draft into a bit more pushing strength as you go on. Not really giving up what your initial plan.
One hero that has really risen in popularity is Enigma. Like either as position 4 or 5 or as the offlaner. Like this hero does so many things. Like he flash farms, you get that Necrobook early on, you keep farming, then your items, like Enigma sometimes is the most farmed hero in the whole game, which is not what we used to see.
Yeah, he's building up, isn't he?
Dire team pick.
Phase ban, going to be the Kunkka from Team Liquid. So a lot of Limps heroes still left in the pool, that TA, Queen of Pain, all available. There is the Queen of Pain, which Liquid kind of snap up themselves. Maybe now think they want to move away from the Templar Assassin.
Team Liquid wanted a hero that does not care about Shadow Demon, Mars, and that's Queen of Pain. Anything with a blink, you can just get out of the Mars arena, you get disrupted, so they need some follow-ups. You mentioned
10
Jakira.
seconds remaining.
It sounds okay. It's a
5
damage
seconds
inside of
remaining.
Mars ulti, and then they have a lot of zoning tools. I'm not talking about zoning tools when you miss the spell. Just, you can use Ice here, Fire there, Mars ulti. You choose what you want to fight.
Yeah, it gives you that little bit of pushing strength from the position 5 as well, which Alliance, you know, these two heroes don't really offer you too much in that regard. But it's a great setup with disruption into Ice Path to maybe catch the Queen of Pain, chain stun with the spear.
Dire team pick.
You have options.
Disruptor.
Okay,
Though.
that's much better. Actually, it's more control for Queen of Pain, and you have a nice setup when you throw arena. So there's some extra damage. You have 2 rings. Like, what if you just
Circles.
get circles? You get Monkey King last. You get one. Is there one more circle?
10 seconds
There's
remaining.
there's loads. There's Zeus. Zeus has a
Okay.
circle with Aghanim Scepter.
5
Depends how you're
seconds
defining
remaining.
circles, right? Like Tidehunter, Enigma, they have kind of circle abilities, you know, that bit of AoE. They're not actual, like, Venn diagram making circles that you can throw onto the map. Team Liquid. Position 5 time, it feels like here. Insania's hero's got to come out now. Oracle's something that they've toyed with before, but usually that's kind of paired up with can just put out there that needs saving.
If you get 4 circles, you're cosplaying Audi. If you get 5
get a
circles,
Radiant
cosplaying
team,
the
pick.
Olympics. I mean, that's the only Olympics we could have this year. Olympics are cancelled, right?
I don't know, honestly. Probably. Chen gonna come out for Team Liquid. They still keeps them in the running for that Lycan last pick, right?
10
It's a
seconds
possibility,
remaining.
yes.
Do want to keep
5
that push
seconds
going.
remaining.
But it mainly, I feel like mainly Chen is for that, you know, map maneuverability, dragging people across the map. So like a hero like Centaur or Queen of Pain can push that dead lane, make sure the wave is out across the river. Then you drag them into, you know, as Dire Team looking to play in Radiant Jungle, you can move 4 heroes there, then grab that hero, bring them into the fight, get a battle around the out, maybe move into that mid lane. Also helps you defend Roshan very nicely.
What do you want to have against Queen of Pain? Like, Queen of
Assassin.
Pain is that strong of a laner. She does not care about many heroes.
They do still go for the TA. Limp special. We've seen him do the old meld level 1 to dodge Shadow Strike. It's always that little mind game, right? You know, do they have a sentry? Will they be forced to bring one out?
10 seconds
Dodging out Shadow
remaining.
Strikes early on. It's basically going to save you, you know, a salve worth of gold or maybe a
5
couple of
seconds remaining.
tangos. Stop that damage over time coming in.
Assassin opens up for Alliance, and it's just their comfort pick. You know how they're gonna play it. Limp, probably the best TA player in the world.
I kind of feel like you have to
Radiant
last
team
pick.
ban.
They ban Necro. I was going to say you have to like last ban Wraith King up against Alliance. They've looked so good when Nico Baby's on that Wraith King when it's paired up with a hero like TA. You know, Limp can play in and out of the fight. Wraith King soaking up the damage. They've got displacement abilities with Disruptor's Glimpse and Mars Spear to help Wraith King when he's being kited around.
We'll see if they ban something like a Phantom Lancer. They're definitely going for Wraith King.
5 seconds remaining.
There's no mana burn on Team Liquid at the moment. They still need a carry hero.
There is that threat from Necro units coming out from
Radiant team
potential Lycan
pick.
last pick. As PL. Is it the Wraith King? Is it the big skelly boy?
They were very limited on AoE, and these heroes don't really like to play into PL, so... I mean, 10th pick PL just wins you the games. If it's a good... It's the same as Broodmother, but even stronger.
I guess the other big option for me is like a Morphling. You know, they've done very well with Nico
10
Baby
seconds
Morphling. Again,
remaining.
paired with this tempo hero in the Templar Assassin.
Oh yeah,
5
The
seconds
tempo
remaining.
assassin.
yeah. That's the second hero. I believe it's one of those two. Like they really love Shadow Demon Morphling combination, so he gets a shotgun, and Soul Catcher is gonna be good at every single stage of the game. And
What?
it's not. It's carried
Wow.
Doom, I believe.
Position 1 Doom. I mean, never have called that in a million years. We saw Saberlight play it yesterday from position 3. He looked very good up against, what was it, the Slark? Of OG, yeah, it was the OG
10
Slark
seconds
for
remaining.
Sumail. But position 1 Doom. Alliance, changing
5
things up in
seconds
that last
remaining.
spot. Team Liquid now. Respond to this.
Doom as another counter to Centaur and Queen of Pain. Like Doom was a counter for Centaur for a very long time. Like that's his target. He pops the Doom,
Choose your hero.
and then
my
he can't
good
use the
friend.
Stampede because that's the saving ability for Team Liquid. And Team Liquid's like, Doom, we're gonna push.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, after the first couple of picks, you still have this opening for Liquid or Alliance. They could have done it themselves to go for that Chen Lycan and still give you the pushing strength that you need. So some very early tempo heroes here for Liquid. They're able to fight no matter what the game. You know, Sonic Wave and Stampede. I guess you throw Shapeshift in there, a couple of cooldowns that you're trying to play around, but nothing ridiculously long. Alliance in the same kind of boat though.
I'm not convinced by this carry Doom. Yes, he can stay on top of net worth with the Devour Gold. The last time I've seen it was K1 Hector playing it for Beast Coast, but it was 2, 3, 4 months ago. Time goes by so fast. You're in the house playing and watching Dota all the time.
So the purpose of the Doom here, you mentioned kind of counteracting the Centaur and Queen of Pain. Doom the Queen of Pain, Infernal Blade, super good against the Centaur, but it doesn't feel like that's enough of a reason just to pick the hero, right? It feels a little bit out of left field, a little bit awkward.
He's tanky hero like a Centaur. It just feels very, very weird. Maybe I'm gonna learn something today. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess if you look at the other heroes, Alliance's lineup is built around jumping. They get the catch on someone, and they chase. They've got Glimpse, they've got the ability to really run people down with Doom, TA, you know, blinking forward aggressively. If they get the on Liquid, they can take 2 or 3 heroes out of the fight, right? They Doom one, they blow another one up with TA, they Static Storm another couple. If the team fights are well executed by Alliance, they've got Disruption to set up or save people as well. So a lot of this game feels like who gets the initiation first, because Liquid are going to be setting up around your towers from a very early point thanks to Chen, Lycan, and this Mickey Queen of Pain. Have a pretty good game.
You eat Chen creeps, you eat wolves.
True.
You know the old school counter to Chen? When you saw Chen, 2 people get Hand of Midas. You know, you just insta-kill his creeps, get the extra gold. I don't think it's doable anymore. Midas is just a garbage item at the moment. But maybe it's the same principle. Let's see. Nico Baby trying to eat the wolf.
30 seconds
See
to
if you can
battle.
get it. They're baiting him. It expires right in front of his face.
Much of an announcer.
But here we have it, game 1, Liquid up against Alliance. Insania playing that Chen, Nico Baby on the Doom. We've got ourselves a Boxy Centaur and FNG Disruptor all down bottom with a Tiger Rubik. Lots of heroes converging into this Radiant jungle. Alliance still holding that high ground, waiting for anyone to come up the ramp. Nobody shows.
The battle
Spot Nico Baby, but
begins.
they'll just herd him back to the lane. Double bounty rune down bottom for Alliance, and double top. For Liquid, double top for Alliance, as Hunscan Shadow Demon, S for Mars, mid lane TA against the Mickey Queen of Pain, and it looks like Insania is going to take a long walk top to help out Koikfa's Lycan.
Rubik usually likes to be in 1 versus 1 scenario against the...
Look at mid lane, they've already got a sentry down. No meld to dodge the Shadow Strikes. 3-1 CS against the Queen of Pain's 0. Limp starting that lane domination very early on.
Yeah, Mika just focusing on harassing, doesn't care about CS. Okay, here's one. You gotta start somewhere.
Oh, Limp with a deny.
Stay at one. Limp just plays this hero too well. He yesterday killed Nisha's Storm. Power gold, try to eat the neutral creep.
Like he will move over to the Wild Wing. Get up.
So they get the extra bonus armor and they get this useless spell called Tornado. Like, you never see someone trying to use it when they're playing Doom.
6% of his mana pool, and he has to. Oh, Centaur Stomp with that Rubik Telekinesis on FNG. He's trying to play a little too aggressively there and bonks it. He'll find that kill in the bottom lane. You still have to stand still with Tornado.
Yes.
But so, I don't know if I had a dream about it. I thought they like changing it so he could cast Tornado and then move around. So worthless when Doom's standing still doing nothing.
The good thing about it is it's undispellable. Wow.
Ooh. Wow.
Whoa. It doesn't even say when you go over, it doesn't even say how much damage it does. Max duration 40 seconds, that's it. Like, it's just.
Oh, what a...
Is it like a static storm where the damage increases? I have no idea.
Oh, Limp mid.
Like, I just know it's annoying mid.
Still looking for that takedown on Mickey. 9-0 Queen of Pain. Templar Assassin at 21 and 10. Tripling up the CS and denies. My goodness. Limp is really showing first in that mid lane. Even with the sentry ward early on, Mickey's having a few struggles there. So Alliance looking good across all three of their lanes. Doom farming very well. Mars up at is also having a pretty good time. S4 contesting. So scared of this Queen of Pain. She's miles away from bottle, has to buy mangoes and salves. Meanwhile, the double Wraithband Limp with a haste rune now. He's thinking he wants to 4 minutes
to the temple's defense.
is in, picks him straight back into mid lane. This is shut the clock completely out. Look at that, nice sideblade splash twice off the range creep.
Just so
Courier.
Ladies and
Is it one hit?
gentlemen,
Down it
Dyer's
goes.
courier has been slain.
I'm not gonna try to
devastating.
guess like the matchup when Limp is playing TA. Like, I'm pretty sure it should not happen. I've seen like Storm Spirit killing Templar Assassins a couple of times, and he just destroyed Storm Spirit. Now he's destroying Queen of Pain.
Really a nice opponent. Good chip there. Harassment onto the Shadow Demon and Mars, but they've got plenty of regen to come back into the lane. Anskin's item build. Shadow Demon go Necro.
Nah, it's just for the regeneration early on. Like, you get to do extra. I want to see his natural regen when it is out. The best item. Gary, I've said a couple of times. Best early game item you can get. Mana regen per second for 225 gold. So it's 0.5 per second with
Man, remember when
2 Sage's Mask. Whew.
yeah, it used to cost 300. Nice bit of discount there on the old Sage's Mask. Lycan is going for the Necro Book. about halfway towards the recipe. And that's what aiming towards. That timing around the Lycan. Queen of Pain now has Sonic Wave, hits level 6. He's rotated mid. Limp is just going to turn and fight, looking to sideblade off. Now they've brought in Tiger, dragging him across the map, trying to focus down this TA and the Sonic Wave with the damage over onto Limp, trying to bring him down. Deny coming. FNG, he gets it. Denies the TA in the middle of all that.
So they use a lot of resources, a lot of mana expended. Queen of
I repeat myself.
tried it well, and she casually denies him.
Hanskin pick off that quote for Lycan top.
Nobody's business.
Resources, like you're saying, expended mid. Now, Liquid, kind of 3 heroes the map. Rubik has to go home. The Queen of Pain finally gets her bottle, regenerating, and does return to lane. But Chen, you know he's got the long walk top lane, and Quickfuss back to the fountain. It is a really rough start here for Team Liquid. None of their lanes
Mick is
going
dead.
exceptionally well. Oh my goodness.
My blades and my mind are as
What's the net worth difference? He has double the amount of CS. 2.6 against 1.4.
there will be.
It's pretty much double net worth difference. So the only lane that's going decently for Liquid is this boxy centaur bottom. He's got treads up, he's about to hit level 6. They do lift up and Nico baby. Paintball it down, he's got the one charge that is forward, will secure them the kill.
That's a big kill. Killing Doom with the first Stampede, and they're just slowing them down. All these heroes really flash farm. Lycan, Doom, TA. Yeah, I'm just wondering who's gonna take the first Roche. It's a question here. Both of the teams really rely on having that Aegis.
I think it feels like Liquid are the ones, you know, now kind of scrambling for any kind of momentum.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Templar Assassin. Oh, is that Treads almost done? Treads completed now. 0.3k net worth on Limp. Back part for your TA. Queen of Pain doesn't even have boots. Barely finishing off a null tally. So now, usually Lycan kind of goes back into the jungle, gets that Necro unit, and flash farm is up to Necro 3, then they start to look for that push into tier 1s. Bottom lane, they doom the Centaur, glimpse him back, holding the kinetic field, doesn't go down, tied up with a body block, safeguarding his position 3. Mickey does rotate the double damage rune Queen of Pain. Nico Baby's back to full HP, and FNG's not showing himself.
So first Doom usage, they don't get anything out of that. Lycan, as you said, and still farming the way, but he needs to be careful about being in the lane. Once you get that Necrobook, Shapeshift is on, you might try to score a kill, but you need one extra hero. Oh, he gets Iron Talon.
Oh, that's real nice.
Dire's middle tower is under an
Let's see if Coinker
extraordinary
decides
amount of
to
stress.
his last couple of camps in his jungle and swing down bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
I feel like he
is
can really
under
show up
attack.
anymore. Saying yet, giving a little bit of space to try and get to that level 6. He is closing pretty quickly in towards the mech. Outposts both being grabbed up by the team. That's pretty massive here. Koi for second top. Disruption buys the Shadow Demon a little bit of time. They got the outpost, but the shapeshift can mean Bulls and Necro units will chase down the Shadow Demon, and now Kuiper's looking for S4.
Oh, he's just doing for the
to be
rune.
grabbed up. Yeah, easy rune grab.
So this is what you want to get. First kill, kill for your when Shapeshift is on.
Dire's
Insane
top tower
has
is
still
under
level
attack.
5, but has 3 very good creeps. You have for damage, you have 2 stuns, so you can set things up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting to me that Insania chooses to go arcane boots. I've seen a lot of Chens go no boots, rush into the mech as quickly as possible. What do you think the reason is here to buy the arcanes
Dire's top
first?
tower is under attack.
It's a good question. I don't have the answer, Gary.
I was hoping you would say his team needs mana.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I could have gotten away with that one, but like every team needs mana.
Every team does need mana. Good little pick up there from Liquid. Again, coming down bottom lane, claiming a bit of this Radiant jungle, putting pressure on Nico Baby so he doesn't feel safe farming around his tier 1. Alliance not going to be defending though.
Radiant's
No
bottom
TPs
tower
coming
is
in.
being subjected to extreme
Limp TA
violence.
still wants to
Radiant's
continue
structures
farming.
are
Oh, maybe not.
fortified.
I was
In fact,
kind of expecting the
Radiant
Deso again,
without-
but you know, I'm a bit slow, I'm a bit stupid. He has been going blink in all these games as the fight breaks out. Bottom, here come the TPs. Alliance defending, and the static storm kind of misses, but FNG glimpses with the Centaur back in, and they've caught out Boxy. S4 is good. You know, God's Rebuke and Mars Arena.
Radiant's middle tower.
A Rubik stolen one.
It was. TA still chasing. Blink ready in a second.
And as a Sonic Wave, Nico Baby a couple of hits away from death, finally falling. As Limp's TA going for the backstab with that Blink Dagger. Fade bot there, half HP, Templar Assassin, Insane is still giving chase. I don't know if they want to continue with this, but the Shapeshift Lycan coming through. It looks like they want to commit, try and take down Limp. The spear catches Queen of Pain, she's being blown up. One more hit from Limp will do the trick, but Quickva gets the trade back as Lycan shapeshifted up from the Necro units. He wants FNG and S4, Tiger, no telekinesis.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Steal the kinetic field, but it'll just be the summons from Lycan.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's bottom
So
tower
they
is
are just keeping the momentum going. Very nice rotation from Team Liquid. Just bringing in the numbers. Hanskin farming on the top lane. The tower. Queen of Pain might TP top just to try to defend
Dire's top tower
against the
is under
destruction.
attack.
Man, it's gonna take him.
Must I repeat myself?
3, 4. Yes, it is. Man, I'm so good at
Has fallen.
predicting.
I could have predicted this. Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean that
amount
Mars
of
ulti
stress.
from the arena from Rubik is difficult for my old man eyes to see who's throwing out these spells sometimes. But that was able to, or it allowed Liquid to reset the fight, BM to turn things around. It bought them so much time because Alliance away from their tier 1 and give as really is built to do. Catch Tiger and that bottom rune spot. Limp with a Blink Dagger making short work of the Rubik.
And this is the timing where Team Liquid wants to take a fight. Like, you would want to have an item, but yeah, okay, she's gonna be fine, you know, deal damage, try to farm up. Her laning stage was atrocious. Limp just died. And yeah, Lycan with the Necro 3 right now. They have Chen, Hand of God, no mech, but it's coming out in the next 500 gold. So all these small pieces coming together. Centaur, that's a blank. Yeah, so the itemization timing
I just noticed that
of Liquid is
Dire's
really
bottom
on
tower is
point.
under attack.
Where they can start to make their move, but FNG, Big Storm in a pain, trapped in the kinetic field for a little bit. They need the Duke. Nico Baby throws it in. Mickey's gonna have his third death of the game here. Let's bring 4 heroes top, even though no tier 1 to claim. They wanted that kill on Queen of Pain.
Pain is not that high level, so in 30 seconds she's gonna be out, which that storm. They even used
Already.
Demonic Purge. Cooldown ultis just to secure kill on Mickey.
Queen of Pain up in 10 seconds, and you can see the smoke from Tiger and Boxy. They're already making that move. TA traps all around this jungle though, scouting out the maneuver. Deep Observer from Tiger,
Tower is under attack.
trying to scout out where Alliance are lurking, because there's tier 1 mid, heavy pressure from Lycan, just committing the summons, not showing any heroes on the map except Boxy, who walks wave, dragging it out to try and speed up that objective take in the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Bounty rune spawning, Queen of Pain back in the jungle just farming away, very casual like.
Now with the next tree online, you can get rid of the traps, you can get rid of the wards. There's one ward on the high ground in their own jungle, and that's all for Alliance. It's very hard. Does this sentry? Yeah, this sentry actually can see it, so they're gonna kill it. Alliance is playing without vision right now. They're smoking.
Yeah, they need to reclaim control somewhere. Doom is up on top. He's got one observer there for him in the lane. As the rest of his squad down south. Koikva. Wolves and Necro units shove out the way very safely. Wonder, do they know the wolves are coming? Yes, shown himself. Mika's Queen of Pain was also there, in that bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Ready to die.
Lycan has just forced all of Alliance down bottom. There's a lot of free farm time now for Tiger up top. Chang gets a bit of a push mid. There's all space for Queen of Pain to catch up, right? She's been given all of this room in the kind of back end of the map. Another smoke, Rubik and Centaur. Where are they heading? Catch out someone in this top lane, as Nico Baby will show, but it's FNG, the easy target that they probably want to go on. Oh, the Blink Stomp, it just about connects. The Doom and focus in for the Lycan. In comes the Shapeshift, but the Static Storm's down. Foxy, the Return Storm is going to stop X-Storm from getting any spells off, but finally the Arena of Blood does arrive as it glimpses back. The Sonic Wave's perfect. Mickey, he gets a lot of damage in, but no kills until Shadow Demon falls. The disruption bought a bit of time for the Doom, but Lycan charges forward, clears up Tomb. Limp now in trouble, Isolate. No team to think. S4 tries to push them back, but a stomp from Boxy will secure the kill as the refraction from Tiger. Right clicks into S4, and the dive from Liquid clearing through 4 Alliance heroes and a courier.
A team Liquid is having a very nice momentum here. All these items connecting together. You have Lycan, a lot of overtime damage. Like Templar Assassin really struggles. They don't have the hero with overtime damage besides Shadow Strike. But there's a ton of units that can just take off the refraction, and she does not have a defensive item yet. They slowed her down very nicely.
Koikva.
He has no boots. Yeah, just doom him.
And Demonic Purge. And that will be the end of the Lycan. No deny coming this time.
See you in the seven hells.
Vambrace for Boxy. Limp back. FNG trying to make all the plays here. Limp jumps, but they don't. And Wall Stomp just a little bit too far away.
If they had Deso on a T8, they would have gone into Roche Pit with it, but no Deso means no Roche. Others really don't deal any kind of damage to Roche. Nico Baby, item build, casual plate mail going for Shiva's Guard. Okay, I guess he just to provide the vision for his team. And we probably end up getting Radiance at one point.
Has that ever been?
But you need items like right here, right now.
Nice full. The Blink out of lands now. 700 gold away from it. Boxy jumps mid. Hanskin getting stomped up. A very quick kill. So speedy.
Yeah, Lick can push for them right now. They know there's no Doom for a minute. Run straight into it.
Stomping him up. Asania gets instance here, and they're TPing Queen of Pain to try and find the kill. Does she have Yules yet? She does. So can S4 getting picked off. He went to try and grab the outpost. It looks like PA is going to try and grab the bottom. S4 is going to give his life up top, forcing Liquid at least to move across the map, and the outposts do go 1-1.
You want to take away Roche from TA lineup. You do not want to give her the snowball potential. Lycan just plate mail away, 1000 gold from full A. Get that Roche. Double damage on Queen of Pain, still running. They're really taking their time with this one.
They're thinking about it. Now they come in with the Chen creeps. Okay. Popping that link. Centaur stomps, hold the Roche in place. And it looks like Alliance are going to try and take that bottom tier 1. Radiant do scan the Roche pit. They know that Liquid are going to be in there.
They are looking quite robust. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Alliance just smoked behind TA. Try to protect her. See if anyone TPs. That would be an easy kill for them.
But Dire's bottom tower is
If Limp continues for tier 2 tower, I believe Liquid will know something is up.
under attack.
While that rush was going down, a massive wave being built up by Tiger as he pushes out top. So Liquid not bothered about the bot lane, they just group up and now they start to play off the high ground in that top and mid tier 2 tower.
That Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
falling into a little bit of a trap here, thinking that Liquid are going to come back and defend. Yes, they get 2 objectives, and that's a nice little bit of gold in their pockets.
top tower is under attack.
Limp will just continue. He has Deso, Refraction.
Queen of Pain. Aggressive jump in with that hate and they've got the setup, the static storm down though, as that Mars, or the Sonic Wave blowing up as far as the Rubik Mars. Ulti arrives and catches out too. Lick turns the fight, Tiger trying to blow up the Rubik, but it's not quite enough. This Lycan is just running straight through the fight, shredding every Alliance hero one by one. 3 heroes dropped, and now you're down to 50 and Limp to defend the base with no buybacks here. Alliance could be losing a Alex.
They're very strong at the moment. Man, Mickey had such a great recovery. He's 0 from the last time, and he's not stopping, going for a kill on FNG. Just buying some, man, the damage coming up from Team Liquid.
It's insane. And this is that overwhelming game plan. That's that tempo where even if all 3 of their lanes go badly, they're waiting for very specific item timings. Lycan with a Necro Book gets him to Necro 3 pretty quickly. Boxy Centaur with a Blink Dagger just moving around with Tiger. The first 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so was just Centaur running around the map finding kill after kill.
Now they're getting the next set of items. Full AC finished on Lycan. Centaur will get Heaven's Halberd, so it's going to be very hard for Templar Assassin to take a fight. You don't have KB yet. Guardian Greaves on Chen. Like, Bane's also gonna get another item or half an item.
It was coming up. Like, what has Doom done this game? He has devoured Chris. He's like doomed the Lycan once. It just hasn't felt like that. That last pick for Alliance has really given them much.
Yeah, have to agree. When I saw it, I was like, what's going on? Are they running out of time? Did they misclick?
I don't know. I mean, you didn't believe in it. You didn't think it was worthy of that last pick, and it seems Liquid are proving that point pretty clearly. Warming into the Radiant jungle now. Alliance are going to have to consistently push that top wave.
You can't use Doom on
there
there.
as they do catch the Queen of Pain, but Mickey just blinks away. Somehow, there's no tree there for the spear to grab, but it glimpses back into the kinetic field. But she yields herself up and now blinks aggressively in. The Shadow Demon Destruct does want a little bit of time here, saving Nico Baby, but he's trapped inside. The Rubik and Mars ulti again, and Arena of Blood. Now the Stampede in towards S4, stop onto 2. The Liquid executes is gorgeous here from them, but the Static Storm will keep a couple of heroes held in there with the kinetic field. Doesn't have the backing of his team. There's no follow through for Alliance, and now a buyback from the Doom. He's already dropping low. Mickey Blink, an aggressive. They just have to reset and fall back to the ramp. Hold that high ground as they TP home. Insane. He's going to walk back in. He's going to get glimpsed back in. He is the sacrifice here. One hero is all Alliance will get as the rest of Liquid TPing out. Yes, Lycan makes it home.
Taiga, he already TP'd out, and Chen recalled him, so he's pretty dead. That was a buyback from Nico Baby. They didn't lose Aegis fight, still minute. There's not going to be good usage of Aegis. It's going to expire for the next fight. Full Shiva's Guard now completed on Queen of Pain. So even better vision in a team fight. Both of the teams have Shiva's Guard 25 minutes in. That's a very rare thing to see.
Yeah, very early Shiva's Guard, but I honestly didn't realize Tiger had been recalled back in there. I thought really it was just going to be the Insania Chen going down. Not ideal, but still, Alliance able to get out on the map.
Yeah, I think Taiga typed minus disable help when he saw the rest of the team is bailing. Like, dude, please don't do it.
very tight grouping here from Alliance now. Man, every time I see FNG, I just want to say Gambit. Gambit grouping up, pinging out Koikfa. Ooh, Koikfa. Is he gonna get found here? The smoke pops. Shiver's Guard gives vision, and there's the spear. Ping the Lycan in the trees. With no response to that. Was doing a pretty good job, you know, pushing out this bottom wave. But finally, a decisive move by Alliance, finding a kill.
It's a good kill. Worth a lot of gold. You still can't make anything happen. 37 seconds without Lycan. You might try to go tier 2 tower. By the time you get there, they still have a glyph. And they can end it. I mean, there's tier 1 tower on the mid lane. What am I talking about? I can't believe that PA didn't kill it for 26 minutes.
Queen of Blood from S4. Trapping Boxy inside, but in comes the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave onto 3 heroes, pushing them all back and away, saving the Centaur. And that's 2 big ultis from Alliance, expended for no kills, no tower.
Chen had the pop. And Hand of God, so that's kind of worth it. When you think about Lycan as a hero, like when he hits his peak, it's very hard to judge, depending on the breadth of his team. He can scale. Like you get BKB, you get Abyssal Blade after that, so you're still gonna be the strongest hero in the game for a very long time.
I'm going. Keep Lycan in this position of power. Quickening charm on Koikva. Scanning down to tier 2 as well, but there's no one here from Alliance. Looks like Radiant Observer Ward will be able to spot out the Lycan, but the rest of Liquid very forward, advancing and looking for anyone lurking. Yeah, very good deep observer wards as well from Tiger. Trying to give that consistent vision.
Subjected to extreme
The Alliance are still angling for that tier 1 mid. No TA here though. So Mickey, he just jumps straight onto S4. It's like half his HP gone. They do get the Doom onto the Queen of Pain, but the rest come in with a boxy 2-man stomp. The static storm's there from FNG. He gets his spells off before dying, but Limp finally arriving, flowing through boxy. Mickey does get out of the Doom and he's stampeding away, and the chase is on. S4 throws the Arena of Blood yet again defensively. Alliance just running to the wind, but he's catching that Shadow Demon, stopping the TP and stomping him up. Tiger's stolen War Stomp.
I've never seen that before.
No, me neither.
So he eats a creep, uses it, is still it now. Tiger. Now they have 2 centaurs. Boxy. 3. This budget one, yeah.
I got Chen one as well. So now you've got Blink Stomp, and then another Stomp. So many chases here for Team Liquid to use guys. And they're on the high ground again. They've already glyphed up. This tier 3 is melted. So quickly demolished. And 3 heroes still dead for Alliance. Doom still for 20 seconds. That's a full lane of barracks and nothing can do to stop it. Comes back on Lycan, kinetic field. Yeah, it will. The Queen of Pain. Yeah, Queen of Pain just kind of bodyguarding everyone as they do fall back, and that's Lycan's BKB arriving now. So if he was having good fights before, it's only going to get better for Liquid. Alliance still trying to track back, catch anyone on the retreat. They need a glimpse. They need TA traps to give Vision something here to allow them to maybe grab a target, but there's no one. Nobody showing. And in they come again. Liquid, straight onto FNG. The BKB from Queen of Pain, the static storm is worthless. FNG blown up, and a Sonic Wave going to try and catch out. But even in the back, they're taking out the 2 supports. Self-disruption there at the Arena of Blood. It does hold that Rubik in place, but it's Liquid just sprinting in circles. Absolutely annihilating Alliance and forcing them to buy back on 3 heroes.
They can't take a do or die for Alliance. One more fight, and if they lose it, the game just ends. Roche will respawn in a minute and 20 seconds, sadly for Alliance. He's not spawning that quickly. And Team Liquid, they got some really nice tier 2, tier 3 item drops.
They've got FNG again. Foxy with his blink stomp, so beautifully placed. Insania has a ton of armor, so that melt strike, yes, it takes him like half HP, but a disarm onto lip, he can't finish off anybody. The TA is
Guardian
still dealing with the Chen, but the Doom has fallen. The rest of Liquid are focused down the big key targets, and now Limp is turned on and demolished. He has buyback on a TA, but fans, I think this is game over. They call it.
I've seen this yesterday when Team Secret was playing against Alliance. Where Lemp tried to go for Papi's Chen, but Papi's Chen was having a blast in that game, stacking the armor, so he could not kill him. Like, he needed 10 plus hits to kill Chen. Same thing happened here. I was talking about nice tier 2 items dropping. They got Dragon Scale for Chen, so extra armor, Guardian Greaves. They even had Craggy Coat, and no one was even using that. It's very, very good item against Templar Assassin. So Alliance, they tried something different, I would say. Going with Doom as their carry, really did not feel the impact of the hero.
Blind devotion, empty notion. Like a roaring ocean, slow in motion. Lay down your troubled mind. We are only kind and will kindly cease to be as we intertwine with the universe and its cosmic symphony. The smoke lingers after fire. The smoke lingers after fire. Blind devotion, empty notion. Like a roaring ocean, slow in motion. The smoke lingers after fire.
Radiant team ban.
Maybe they were like, we need someone to come online fast, carry the auras for the team, but it was only Shiva's guard.
So that's really all he had.
Dire team ban.
Now, potentially a different story. Death Prophet, Nature's Prophet, and Shadow Demon being banned out there by Alliance. Get ourselves into the draft for game 2. Do you reckon maybe we can ban in this first phase?
It's a possibility. We see that OG is banning out Lycan. Most of the time, they don't want a hero that messes up with their timings. Pretty much the same bans besides Shadow Demon.
We might see that Lone Druid left in the pool. That's a hero that Liquid very happy to pick up. I mean, any given game for Koikfa still gives them that really strong pushing strength. Koikfa's kind of feels like Koikfa stepped up as a player in the past year or so.
Remaining.
Oh,
Looked much better as a team player in particular. You know, he used to be playing these very farm-heavy heroes. His Invoker was one of his specialties, where he would kind of try and solo the game. Now he's much more kind of team-oriented, it feels like.
I mean, Koiko had some good performances before, but right now it just feels like this is his home. He feels very comfortable. The whole squad just looks like a bunch of dudes that are friends and getting along together, and why the results are good.
Happy family.
Yeah.
Bane being taken out, one of FNG's specials, and the Queen of Pain actually making her way into that first phase of bans.
Dire team.
You still have heroes like Grimstroke, Chen, Phoenix being left in as well. Liquid snapped that one immediately, and it looks like both teams pretty on the board with what they want straight off the bat. Enchantress, Earthshaker.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. It. Go ahead, Gary, say it.
No.
Now go.
Say it. Am I gonna say taking a leaf out of OG's book?
Yeah.
Is that what you were waiting for?
Yep. It's just what OG's doing with these two heroes. I mean, it can be paired up with a third one and just run a tri-lane. And Earthshaker as a hero just feels so good at the moment. You're getting free gold. You don't need items on this hero. You just need a Blink Dagger. Tranquil Boots, Magic Stick, you're good to go. You get one neutral item that gives you either stats or mana regen or anything, and you're gonna farm up Dagger in like 14, 17 minutes. So Team Liquid with the classic opener, Phoenix and Axe. A lot of team fight potential. You have a guaranteed lockdown. You have ways of protecting the egg. Damage in the laning stage over time, being pain in the ass. It's really the classic already.
Yeah, superb opener.
Seconds remaining.
Also, you know, the Phoenix first pick, Alliance seemed to be pretty happy going into Enchantress Earthshaker, but Phoenix with all the magic damage, but I think primarily the kind of AoE damage over time potentially stopping that Earthshaker blink with Supernova. Axe with that protection you mentioned as well, try and keep the egg alive. Openers from both sides look pretty team fight oriented. I'm excited to see how Alliance utilize this Earthshaker Enchantress though. OG have looked very good with that kind of floating duo of supports where they're potentially playing the tri-lane that you talked about, but also swinging into mid lane, looking for kill threat there to try and get an advantage. And Enchantress pretty happy just to TP to a lane, die a couple of times, and give one of the core hero that consistent staying power in the lane.
Sounds like a perfect FNG hero if you're asking me.
5 seconds remaining.
Out goes the Beastmaster.
Dire team.
Alliance take out Lycan, so he does get removed.
Pick.
Batrider for Alliance. We see this hero a lot first or second phase. Very hero to handle in the laning stage. You kind of have to pick someone that can lane against it. Also very good at cutting waves or stopping people from cutting waves.
It's also a hero that Alliance plays in the mid lane if needed.
True.
5 seconds.
So what do you want to get here?
Flexibility.
You want to get the carry that doesn't care about Batrider in the laning stage, Phantom Lancer, Weaver, Lifestealer, Juggernaut.
Dire team pick.
Grimstroke.
We're going to round out their support duo there. So it looks like Tiger Phoenix, Insania, Grimstroke. So these team fights, this trio of heroes is going to be roaming around the map looking for kills constantly, hunting people down.
It's such a strong combo, and people realize how to play Grimstroke, how to utilize it to full potential.
Remaining.
You just max out the ink swell and then lower the
5
cooldown on it
seconds remaining.
and play with any initiation hero. So you pop it on him, it's a very, very strong combo. Anything with a blink, precast it, he goes in. Like, you don't focus him, you can't just really, jump on top of it. But what you can do here is just dispel it with the enchant, which is pretty damn good.
Grim. Grim into Enchantress.
Usually it's the other way around. You build Enchantress against the Grimstroke.
Fourth pick for Alliance. Do they want to keep this Batrider flexible still? Like, it would mean picking up, potentially the Nico Baby hero right here, right now. Don't have great ways of dealing with Supernova at the moment.
I would love to see it.
Someone with
Aggressive tri-lane from Alliance. Batrider is the hero that can be left alone. You can cut the waves. There's always stuff you can do with the Batrider.
Could you just steal the trio from OG? Just go Luna now?
You could.
Radiant
There's
team
nothing
pick.
wrong about it.
Morphling.
Will be a Nico Baby hero. Morphling grabbed up, so they are keeping that Batrider open between S4 and Limp. Phoenix, pretty good Spirit Vessel purchaser. But Liquid will always have
Dire
that.
team ban. Weaver.
Eva, you mentioned.
They're very, very limited on the lockdown for Weaver. So it's a core Weaver position 1.
And now you've got Grimstroke Weaver combo with Shikuchi Inkswell, Axe Phoenix in that dual lane. A lot of damage over time.
It's not
10
just
seconds
about
remaining.
Shikuchi and Inkswell. It's also about
5
Swarm
seconds
and the
remaining.
Phantom. You can't kill it. Like, it's gonna be so annoying to play against it in the mid game.
Those little things stuck on your body.
The only one who can kill this is Ursa with Overpower.
No one wants to pick Ursa. So it looks like Liquid aiming for that for last. But they put Mickey Weaver in the... Maybe they could still go for like Cloak for Lone Druid though, right?
They could, yeah. Right now they don't have any tower damage. It's also a great Storm Spirit game. I'm feeling Puck for Alliance. They need some kind of a silence coming out from the mid lane. Yule Scepter Builder against Axe. It could work.
And you want some space creator, some kind of tempo to play with Earthshaker and Batrider early on, give Morphling a bit more free time to farm
Radiant
up
team
that
ban.
E-Blade.
Yeah,
Alliance banning the TA.
that says Puck to me.
And for Liquid, what if they just ban the puck then?
I mean, Alliance will have to think of a different hero, Gary. It's that simple.
Simple answers for simple questions. That's what we like.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I would just love to see some kind of control. Grimstroke and Phoenix, they have no
Dire team
defensive
pick.
abilities. It's just gonna be Lone Druid.
Go ahead.
There it comes.
They already know. They were prepared for this Lone Druid pick.
Necrophos.
Last pick for Alliance. Limp Necro, so it is the Nico Baby Morph and S4 Batrider. Liquid, again, with a lot of chasing power here and the ability to gap close onto heroes. Not a massive amount of nuke damage to kind of burn through the Ghost Shroud or Nico Baby.
No
Kind of
burst
leaning
damage
Liquid again,
whatsoever.
honestly.
They have no magical damage. Taiga needs to have a very good game. Timing on that
10
Spirit
seconds
Vessel against Necro, against the Morphling. Welcome back, Gary.
God damn it. I think Discord's having a few issues. I can see your mouth moving in our call, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm in.
There we go. Nice.
I rejoined. Discord has been, not working so well lately. A lot of people using it.
I mean, Dota 2 as well. We've had some issues. Like, I mean, everyone's using the internet too much. Everyone's at home. Servers are overloaded. But there we go. Game 2 draft ready. Could take on Alliance here. Liquid 1-0 up in this best of 3, and we're in the lower bracket. This is round 2 of the OGA Dota Pit 2020 online for Europe and CIS. Liquid had to defeat Fly to Moon in that first round of lower bracket. They did that 2-1. Alliance in that close fought series against Secret in the upper bracket, a 2-0 loss there. I don't know if it's dampened their spirits or they've lost a bit of morale, but we'll find out if they can swing things around here. They desperately a win. Stroke for Insania, leading the charge there for his squad, and there's the Limp Necro. We've seen Nico Baby grab this hero. They are swapping around a little bit. Get ourselves underway.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this game unfolds. You have Necro and Morphling. If they get a very good early game, they could easily take over. But it's also a free Weaver game. Like, this is the hero not to be underestimated.
That was costly.
What's Mickey saying? Giving each other the tips. Not sure what he's saying. Maybe he's talking about the last hit battle in the previous game where he was Queen of Pain against TA. Like, Boxy up top on that Axe. For now, it looks like he will be against the S4 Batrider. The Axe going to be cutting waves. Batrider trying to farm under the tower.
I see. They're bilingual, trilingual. Insania asked him, Tistos dela last game. Well, what did you do last game?
Tying your Phoenix up here.
And then he was flaming him in Swedish, or just general flaming. I know what fitafan means in Swedish. Well, vad fan should mean something similar.
That's definitely not kind words.
The battle.
It's just a friendly banter between these two teams.
So I'm told.
FNG gonna take the bounty rune as Koikva tried to steal it with the bear. We've got ourselves the Insania Grimstroke, Mickey Weaver up against Hansken Earthshaker blocking the wave. Nico Baby Morphlings down here with the FNG Enchantress, so it will be an aggressive tri-lane for Alliance into this dual lane from Liquid. Mid lane Limp Necro playing against the Koikva Lone Druid, who actually is wave. I've seen Necro in these 1v1 matchups. I think Ember Spirit is probably the most devastating one, where he just annihilates the lane, so you have to do these wave drag backs. I assume Koikva feels it's the same story here against the Lone Druid.
A bear level 1 is not that strong. Just 20 damage, and he wants the full wave for himself. And does it very, very nicely. And you can also deny creeps from Necro. He's at least getting the XP from it.
Limp comes in. Out of damage bottom lane though, FNG dropping very low. Sania with the level 1 Inkswell, pairing up with the Shikuchi. Pressure, even in a 2 versus 3. Do you think Liquid should bring the Phoenix here?
You thought you had me, didn't you?
They should. But then you have Boxy. Boxy needs the creep skip. You can't lane against Rider. You need to have a level 2. He needs to TP out, man. This damage, 8 stacks of napalm.
Insania being dived a little bit bottom. Skeletons chasing him as that Dark Troll from FNG putting in work. It's a dive forward. Go. Good amount of damage there, but Inkswell bottom. Trying to catch out Nico Baby. Okay, he's got kick charges, but he gets the first blood on Nico Baby. Now he's looking for the bonus kill. Oh, level 2 Weaver. Gemini attack Shikuchi, beautifully played. So close, on the edge there, Mika nearly dead. But again, this 2 versus 3, Liquid outplaying.
I was afraid to play a lot of Weaver, and I know if I misuse my Shikuchi, I'm dead. You know, it's same as Pangolier at the 20 seconds on Swashbuckle. You position yourself badly, that means you're dead. have no way out, but his Shikuchi just got free. Okay, so pretty nice start for Team Liquid. Now, Box will start the creep cut, and Taiga doesn't have a space in this game if Box is just moving, so he needs to rotate to the bottom.
Inkswell, Shikuchi again onto FNG. Okay, pumping the damage forward. They turn towards Insania. They get the kill. But a 1-for-1 trade still feels pretty good as Mickey pressuring Nico Baby, continually applying that damage.
I believe that's 2 raid bans already, plus a full magic one coming out on Mickey. He also bought something in the base. It's a full raid and another man. This is a disaster. Either she's gonna have 80 damage with Geminate attack, level 4 already.
Nico Baby might actually fall. Has to pop the... As Mickey dives under the tier 1. Stroke of Fate not going to connect from Insania. But the... And Hanskin Earthshaker with FNG Enchantress. They've really got a lot of work now to turn the tides of this bottom lane. Top right box is just going to be creep cutting here. Gathering up his waves. Farming into neutral camps. And Phoenix putting pressure onto S4.
Taiga keeping dive in case he feels threatened, using fire spirits every single time they're up.
Okay. Sentry down from FNG. He's got another Shikuchi and 7-1 charges here as they turn towards the Earthshaker. Mickey. Oh, is he going to get away? Barely finding a gap between the sentries. He's so close
already on Insania.
They don't have form. There's nothing there but a long-range impetus. FNG somehow finds the range.
He had Shikuchi ready. Could easily just go and close the gap on Enchantress. Did not receive much damage. But okay, how much gold did he get from that? 163, what?
Yeah, not that much at all. Now Weaver returns bottom lane, full HP, full mana, ready to continue fighting aggressive up. They actually dive forward. Taiga looking for the jump onto Hanskin. Good damage over time with a Fiery Spirit. Misses the third one. And he's only got 1 remaining. No way to close the gap any further.
You thought you had me, didn't you?
And for now, it looks like mid lane goes pretty well for both sides. Very even farm. Lone Druid and Necro feeding out. Koikva does have access to that medium camp though, to accelerate it more. S4 kind of struggling though. All of that pressure from Taiga means, you know, Boxy is ahead of this Batrider. And Axe, he can consistently cut waves. It seems very reliant on that Firefly, and he doesn't have a great way of dealing with Catapult either.
I've seen Batrider putting vision in the area where Axe is farming and try to go for a kill once you're level 6. Axe can't TP out, and this is a different build from Boxy. Usually when you are creep cutting these days with Axe, you just get a Bracer, Phase Boots into a Blink Dagger, but he bought the Ring of Health just to have some Stain. Who's deeping out? That's actually Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Oh, Taiga gets a ward down. Axe still going to be cutting the wave. Looks like they want to try and get up in the face of this Batrider again. Hanskin, the double damage rune, is wandering up towards top lane as S4. He is looking to contest Boxy, but he's been called up inside the creep wave. Lasso's up with an Enchant Totem Fisher here. They'll do great damage onto Boxy, but he turns and dunks before falling. They get the kill on S4.
Bad tidings, I'm afraid. Radiant's courier.
Still way for
has
Hanskin
been
to stop
slain.
Taiga from escaping. Trying to give chase here. One more punch. That's all he gets in, but a nice free wave there for the Phoenix.
Lane pretty boring to watch.
Shikuchi,
Both of these
Inkswell.
heroes just farming up.
Nico Baby wait.
But if they decide to rotate one more hero, like, you could be in trouble.
I mean, they're diving in again. Nico Baby, oh, they kill Taiga top, but Nico Baby bottom. Forced the waveform out again. So S4 getting a Batrider onto that Phoenix. Alliance finding a little bit more room in this game now.
Dire's top tower is
Stealing
under
out a
attack.
stack that Axe had made for himself.
I Radiant's courier has been slain. A moment of silence, please.
Bounty run's coming up in about a minute now. S4 will have that bottle. Looking to refill it. Not looking too bad on the old net worth. Especially with out there leading the charge. 4.5k on. Well, Lone Druid starts to make his mark on the game though. Mask of Manus is done for his bear.
Yeah, some of the lane, your tower is done. The Nico baby switches from the bottom lane. He was not getting too much out of that one, while Necrolite is just farming the jungle.
Necrolite. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. S4.
Old school name.
Here comes the rotation from the bear. Lone Druid trying to give chase onto the Battle Rider. They're trying to Reaper Scythe down Boxy. The Flame Break pushes him back into Limp. And there we go, slammed into the ground. S4 survives as well. Alliance responding with numbers. Every time
No reason to lie.
trying to make a move into this top lane, they're able to at least get a trade back. They're chasing with that Ink Spell. They connect onto FNG. Giving Mickey yet another kill. 4-1-1 on this Weaver.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower
This
is under attack.
Axe build that he decided to go for a Ring of Health is gonna cost him a lot actually. That's almost half
I don't mean to be
the money of your Blink Dagger, and they already killed him 3 times.
is under attack. Dire's
He was
bottom
looking
tower
exceptionally
is
good, now
under
delayed
attack.
as a smoke from Alliance. Bat Rider. Brown Boots, Bottle, win place. Trying to get Boots of Travel here, but they're backstabbing nicely towards Coifa. Fisher doesn't keep him on the with Echo Slam and Lasso, they'll just throw everything into the mix there.
Very nice. Dire's
Convert this
structures. I don't
into
want
one tower.
Yeah, freebie tower for and on the bottom lane, FNG is defending his tier 1 tower.
Must be very pleased with themselves or himself.
Morphling should have okay time.
Singular pronoun.
In the next like 5 minutes. There's no burst damage. Doesn't care about Axe since he doesn't have a Blink Dagger. And not even Urn yet on Taiga. So Spirit Vessel and the Blink Dagger are gonna be delayed by quite some time.
That's where Alliance can start making a little more room for Hanskin to get his blink. 700 already saved up. Get more triangle in a little bit. Keep him farming. Limp. Level 11. Pushes off his Yule Scepter. He's gonna on lane, try and defend against the Weaver. Mickey buying a Maelstrom as his first item. And nicely. In fact, Alliance bringing both supports down here. And as soon as Mickey sees that, he's like, cool, okay, my Observer Ward spots all 3 of you. I'm gonna go top lane, I think.
It's a mirror movement, the classic Dota. Enemy goes for your tier 1 tower, even though they are limited on the tower damage, they will
Radiant's bottom tower is
take it. Where's the Enchantress? FNG is taking the outpost right now, but you can kill the creep wave without even getting to the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Top tower is being attacked like
It looked like Insania knew what was going on as well. They realized that FNG is gonna come in and get a ward
tower
down.
is under attack. Has that ever
Lone
been
Druid just
cause
gonna
for
swing up to the top
celebration?
part of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Keep
under
himself
attack.
farming as stacks built up by Tiger. Where's Axe sitting at now? 600 gold away from
Radiant's bottom tower
Blink.
is being subjected to extreme
Feels like the only thing now that we're waiting for. But the fact that they do have to wait for it means it's room and space for Alliance. Yeah, Nico Baby goes into the triangle. He's got stacks made up for him.
Nobody's business.
Bot behind the Necro. So they have the ability to go into the Radiant jungle and take control of that area now. S4 smoked with Boots of Travel. Very speedy bat. He's got a Windlace on top of it. Smoked up 483 move speed. But
That's without Firefly, which gives percentage-based movement speed.
seems like Liquid are getting ready for this. Insania straight up onto the high ground to de-ward.
Liquid
Quick,
is waiting for that on Lone Druid, and they will start grouping up. They know that Morphling is not gonna have his item. They saw Scepter. That means he's going for earlier shotgun build.
Feels like both teams are biding their time for those first items to come out. We had a pretty early action-packed laning stage, kill after kill. But now, calm down a little bit. Play in the hide off the map. Don't show yourselves. Don't give either side a target to go for. And that's going to force Liquid now to smoke and make that play. They've got the blink on. Get some earn charges for your Phoenix. Weaver with Maelstrom is going to be outputting a significant amount of damage here. Breaking up the staircase.
Scan connected for a second. Now they're chasing. See what's happening.
A golden thread.
We'll get some bounty runes. Alliance have moved all the way across, gathering up behind their tier 1. Dire Observer Wards, a nice chain link fence for the Dire team all the way across the map. They saw this one coming. It does secure a nice...
just 400 gold away from finishing that Deso, and Alliance, they need to do something, because I believe Liquid is just gonna continue. Tier 1, go for tier 2 on the bottom. Everyone is in the area.
Yeah, like not only did that move try and threaten kills and look for the pick Morphling, for example, but it secured this nice area for Koikva to push that tier 1 and tier 2. Mickey still playing up on that high ground near the triangle, as Alliance will come and defend their tower.
Are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just watching where Insania's playing, he's wrapped around real deep to get some observer wards out.
Radiant's top tower
Playing
is
all
under
alone.
attack.
Gonna walk straight into Limp's neck. Oh, hello there. Limp's not quite sure what's going on. Like, have I walked into Liquid, or have they walked into me? Reaper's Sight about to take him down, ticked by the Death Pulse and Heartstopper Aurora there in the last second.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Long ulti cooldown expended just for the position 5, didn't get the extended timer on that. Needs to farm his Blink Dagger, getting very, very close. Just 200 gold away. The combination will be very strong for Alliance. Ethereal Blade into so increased magic damage.
And with the 2 blinks as well, you know, it's not just the Earthshaker, but Batrider is very close to his. So they'll have that double threat initiation. Ability to immediately start a fight, blow someone up with that other combo, the E-Blade Reaper Scythe. And it looks like Liquid are going to be grouping up and trying to take these team fights, so they'll be essentially opening themselves up to that initiation. That's why they need to smoke.
Oh, check this one. Morphling morphed into Axe, picked up the Illusion Rune, and is cutting the waves with it. Pretty smart.
That's really smart. Liquid still not finding anything. A little bit demoralizing to smoke after smoke. Yes, you're making space for this lone druid, but it feels like Weaver has stalled a little bit in farm rate, just trying to keep the team chasing, looking for kills. They get the blink call, catching out FMG, and Chantra's position 5 is about to fall, but it's a lasso back, dragging Weaver into... Oh, there's the Echo Slam, the Soul Line does come through, but Liquid don't have the follow-through. Supernova there on the high ground, zones Alliance back, but a really nice immediate pick-off there. Alliance utilizing everything beautifully.
Even if they still grab a kill, but in this kind of scenario, like V has enough gold to buy back, and she's not afraid to use it. Buy back, time lapse, come back into the fight, and you have enough damage to take down Roche. So that's something that the Alliance needs to take a big care of. Morphling, he's just going for status resistance build, man. Nico Baby really loves SNY Satanic on any hero.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, just finding the Weaver there with Lasso Echo Slam, that chain stun combination. Good at picking off Mickey. Lone Druid, I find FNG, just needs the Entangling Claws. Mickey still giving chase here. From Koikva, and that will finish off the Enchantress.
FNG knows all the interactions. He dispelled Mask of Madness, slow down Spirit Bear. Try to get away with a sneaky TP, but it did not work. What do you call Necrophos with the mech? Macro. I'm gonna escort myself out, Gary.
You're a breath of fresh air, Lacoste. A beautiful flower. It's been a very slow game. We need dad jokes like that.
Yes, we do. Or we need a stick to poke them. Come on, do something. 20 minutes in, only 17 kills.
There we go. Blink Lasso from S4. Catching X. And you've got the chain stuns and the blow up from Nico Baby. Alliance really finding the groove now as Limp was showing on the mid lane and you kind of expect, oh, Necro's there, maybe that's it. But Alliance playing a little bit of mind games, the unexpected move. Ty getting his level 12 up top. That's the point in Supernova. Chantress? The Centaur. Guard up the wave, make sure they are maintaining their lanes. What's the next timing they're looking for here, Liquid? They've got Blink Hood Axe. Basher's coming up for Lone Druid. It's that Weaver Lincoln's, you know, that defensive item on Mickey.
It's a very costly item, but he needs to grab it against the Shotgun, Reaper Sight, and mostly Initiation. The Batrider's having an extremely good time. Blink Dagger, Wind Blaze, Boots of Travel, a lot of movement speed, pretty easy to catch. The problem is they also don't have any kind of save on Liquid, so if they get a good jump, that means one hero is just straight up dead.
Well, there we go again, the fourth smoke throw from Liquid, and they finally catch a core target. Limp, down to half HP, but self-fuels up. Still has one charges. He's going to turn and fight. Foxy, he's got to keep himself top here, because the Reaper Scythe is ready to go. The E-bladed Apple Strike, down falls the axe, and Liquid's initiation yet again comes to nothing. Nikkei trying to shoot at you, but they've got the Blink Lasso. And even with the Savage Roar Fear to push them back, they drag him across the fissure. Limp being focused down by the bear as they've blown up Insania's Grimstroke, and Limp is still going. Putting himself up, and the Supernova lands in the middle of the fight. The focus now from Alliance, though. That Pyramid and a triple kill for Nico Baby, trying to turn it into more, but the Adaptive Strike doesn't quite land. Focus the bear. A couple of hits from Death, a waveform, 300 gold into Nico Baby's pocket.
Gold. Might run into Roche Pit with this. Has enough damage to take it down. I love he was just waiting with that Echo Slam for a very, very long time, using just killing Weaver before she could get the time lapse off. Just Echo Slamming and using multiple fissures before that. So sometimes really worth the wait. Into the Roche Pit, Taiga with the buyback. I don't think you can contest. It's going down so quickly.
Liquid knows. Yeah, to turn the tide of the fight. They have the Inkstall, the Blink Call misses. Roshan's about to fall, and Nico will be rampaging. Now Boxy, he is stranded, completely isolated and diminished.
Bach, man, he's
falling apart.
Not that good game. 1-6-0. I mean, we can go back to that Ring of Health purchase where you are just delaying your blink and choosing the wrong fights, messing up with the team's timing, what you want to do. Even when this Blanket Sphere comes up, it's still not a real defensive item. On Dust, Echo Slam or Reaper Sight, you're gonna die.
Yeah. And it feels like Liquid have tried everything. You know, smoke after smoke. It was like 5 in a row. They even smoked to try and get towards that Roshan. But now they're probably, they should be anyway, completely out of... So any potential to
Dire's
swing
top tower is
with a
being
nice
attacked
pickoff.
by
Completely out of the question as S4 grabs up the Grimstroke. Fisher will block Insania inside that Firefly, but it looks like FNG may have stepped a little too far forward. He's got the backup of his team, and Liquid don't want to get embroiled in a long duration team fight here.
Also, they try to go for Necro in that fight. Necro's at 2000 HP, has some extra at plate mail. Axe Call into Savage Roar. Savage Roar was missed, but still it does not be enough to put him down. They no burst damage. Spirit Vessel is completed on Taiga. No charges whatsoever.
Has fallen.
And this is much more
Seems to be the day
the
for it.
alliance we saw Secret, right? The map movement, the knowing where to stand, the like the ability of Alliance to kind of hold areas of the map when you know your opponents are smoke into you, or you know these team fights can be decided in a matter of seconds. The decision-making from Alliance has been super spot on with, you know, the first 20 minutes of the game. Lift is like the only map. They do play call, boxing in, but he moves up. Trying to stop this initiation ball, who gets leached by the Soul Bind, but they turn over Boxy with the Reaper side. The Blink Echo catching Weaver, links up and down. Mickey, with the time lapse out, does manage to save himself. Focusing Nico Baby, whose strength morphs back up just a touch. A 1-for-1, but Axe dead for Rider could theoretically buy back and boots of travel here if they want to.
No lasso. Okay, he's gonna have lasso. And he's out in 20 seconds. Then buybacks. Nico Baby's in.
Marga very nearly taken out that E-Blade. Mickey. He is dying backline. He's dusted up. Hansken out of mana. So what's going to catch a glimpse of the rest of Alliance coming in, and I think Mickey here is going to try and go and cut that bottom wave.
Beaver is so annoying to play against. Once you get one defensive item, and if they're limited on catch, it's just very hard to bring her down and like start cutting the waves, picking up bounty runes.
I have no reason to lie about such
Always
things.
have TP ready. So long druid,
Strange to say,
Massive Madness, Skull Bash, Nesso.
They've caught Insania again. This Grimstroke annihilate. Flames back in. They're gonna try and fish her up and catch the Phoenix as well. With the E-Blade Dapper Strike following him through. He's Supernova to buy himself a second life, but that's your team fight all down.
Maybe
now
they
Alliance
don't
gonna be
know.
feeling-
Maybe Alliance did not see that one.
They're gonna go high ground. Blink call. Catching more. He's got the ENG, just don't forget. So Nico Baby not too bothered about that as Mickey going for S4. Backing down as they need to take down this Morphling, but he waveforms away. Alliance just reset. Still 5 heroes strong, forcing buybacks from Team Liquid.
Quake's Long Druid is extremely powerful and should not be underestimated. Alliance is just waiting for their abilities to come online. Batrider will have lasso in 30 minutes. Echo Slam is ready now, so they can still take the fight. Because it's very strong when they're defending the base.
60 seconds or so, 50 now for that Supernova.
Oh, box.
He stepped just a touch too far. FNG slows him down, trying to ink swell him out, but a Yule's up dispels it off. The Hansken Fisher. But the axe. The Alliance very tentative with their move forward. And at the very least here for Liquid, Mickey able to get out on the map, clearing out a couple of waves. Oh, they're pinging the bear. Alliance want to kill the bear. Quakeford does have a resummon. Pops his ulti as Liquid prepare for a fight. They're pinging high ground. See Hansken, they know where that Earthshaker is sitting. They jump forward. Looks like the I'm gonna land only on the one. Once again caught out, but the burning damage kills beautifully done. As Liquid soul bind up onto the Earthshaker Necro. Finally it expires, but they can focus down Limp for the
Pyramid
Tiger,
here.
beautifully placed. You do not stare at the pyramid. It's going to burn your eyes alive. And Boxy brings back in with another call to chain stun and dump down onto Nico. Limp. Not the Nico Necro.
And the same thing from Alliance when they were playing against Team Secret and Gamers with. They were hiding in this area, baiting, and Team Liquid took one out of their books. I think Fisher would have been much better just to try to stop anyone who was in those trees, but they had no vision of that area. So this just shows that this game is far from over.
Absolutely, you called it that. But do not underestimate the strength of this beast. He is an angry bear. 263 damage with that Deso, Basher, Mask of Madness, Great Fairy Fire, amping it up as well. And if they get anywhere near your tier 2-0 base, Liquid shred these buildings. So you've got to be careful as Alliance where you take the fight as well. You can't take a fight on your side of the base unless you know you're going to win it.
Koiko has enough gold to buy full MKB. So that's a mixed damage. You have magical and physical. Also greater fairy fire, so 35 damage on top of that.
Kind of excited to see what Mickey is satanic. I was wondering about like a nullifier or something here. So maybe focus that Necro a little better.
Getting status resistance against Earthshaker, Necro ulti is very, very good. Like, Earthshaker can't lock you down with the combo. Unless he gets Timeless Relic as a tier 4 item.
A little bit of a poke onto FNG. Weaver and Phoenix. Forcing Alliance's hand up north. Tiger TP's out just in time. S4 guesses incorrectly. Nero and Tangle cooldown now on the Lone Druid. As they do push out that bot wave.
That's such a weird way of saying it. Like 0 cooldown. Couldn't you type no cooldown? I don't believe I've ever seen 0 in Dota as a descriptor besides this one.
Yeah, that's true. And it's not even 0 cooldown, right? It's just 0 cooldown.
Dire's structures are cunningly
0 and Tangle
fortified.
cooldown.
Radiant's top
I
tower
never noticed that
under
until then.
attack.
Lacoste pointing out all the little intricacies of Dota 2. There is that MKB. Does leave the Lone Druid without buyback.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. And not in a good way.
They are themselves in a position here. Oh, hello. Jump on top lane. S4 has the lasso. Yep.
But
No buyback.
Adaptive Strike finishes him off. Hit for 71 seconds. But this is the thing, right? Liquid have put themselves in a position here where they're forced Alliance to either trade a tier 2 for a tier 3 or, you know, come back at the end.
Oh, I love this. I was just thinking about Stroke. I know that Insania loves to build it. Get Aghanim Scepter. Use enemy strength as their weakness. So you just get Illusion Orfling, who has a built-in BKB. Mickey.
No time lapse. Nice pop of the Lincolns with that Reaper Scythe.
Dead for eternity.
100 seconds with no buyback. He's 900 gold away from it. A massive window now opens for fans and they smoke straight out across the map. Roshan's alive in 1 minute, but this is going to be a high ground push.
That Aghanim Scepter that I talked about is a game changer. But I would love to see Taiga giving him Philosopher's Stone so that he can finish it off. Bro, just land me Philosopher's Stone. I swear to God, I'm gonna give it back to you after I finish Ags.
Yeah, your Shivas doesn't matter. My Agnim's is going to be huge. 1 minute Alliance. Very likely going to take a tier 3, if not Rex. Radiant do have their glyph. Still is a little spooky here, pushing into Supernova. FNG Mantra's going to be away with the Centaur as Foxy leaves the lane. They don't know that Weaver doesn't back, right? That is the key. We as spectators, we know that he's 900 gold away from it, or 800 now. But Alliance are kind of expecting the Weaver to have buyback in that 5v5.
Roche will spawn 14 seconds. I mean, Liquid can still contest it. Whose courier is Hanskin's courier inside the pit? To see the exact lanes are in a very good position. Both NG's Centaur just pushing the wave.
Little by little. Into Roche. Nico, baby,
so
solo
quickly.
here.
smoke. He stopped them from attacking. So Cheese and Aegis for Alliance. With that Philosopher's Stone.
Come on.
Now, I mean, it's really game changer once you get that item.
Yeah, like they're giving Insania the space to farm. Additional little boost. He's the one clearing out the waves. And there it is now for Alliance. Aegis and Cheese in the hands of Nico Baby.
It would appear
Repair kit on Boxy, so an additional way here for Liquid to defend their base. Weaver.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Distant from the Satanic. And the net is closing in around them. Taking out all of these outer towers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, S4 is here alone.
He cancels the Lincolns with that Yule Scepter, popping it as Mickey going to be forced to time-lapse and Shikuchi away. Tiger might be focused here, but a good dive out is going to save him for a little bit. He's going by Sunray TP, but a great fissure from Hanskin stops him in his tracks. Now looking stunned, cannot escape from this. E-Blade into the adaptive strike again from Nico Baby, but Phoenix has buyback.
Insania needs 1,000 gold to finish off that Aghanim Scepter. And you can make illusion of one extra hero. But all bound together.
If you get the Necro and the Morphling together, pretty cool here for Liquid. Nico Baby does get up onto that high ground, but they clip, repair, and jump in onto the Morphling, trying to take that first life away from him. The Yule Scepter of the Axo, counter the initiation, Soulbind does arrive. The fear onto Nico Baby, he's very low and dunked. Supernova zones the rest of Alliance back as the buyback from Phoenix paying off nicely. In jumps the Weaver, but immediately Yakuching back out.
They're gone.
The bear does resummoned immediately by Koikva, and the repair kit doing pretty good work trying to defend the repair as they do good core and Inkswell again. Morphling attribute into strength as the Fisher blocks back Liquid.
He underspot.
Very well played so far. Execution's been great from Liquid. FNG's on the high ground as an Echo Slap. Deal with the Weaver. There's the Reaper Scythe, and down goes Mickey. Buyback available, though. Alliance still pressuring the high ground. FNG is still in the Radiant base. He'll lose his life. Liquid with a blink core.
Mickey might buy back now. Here it comes.
As the Inkswell connecting his Hanskin, fishes them back and stops the advance. Liquid can't give chase, and the Death Pulse going to finish off. Not quite. Another Yules from Limp, stopping the bear from tracking him down. Mickey, Shikuchi, Inkswell. Flame Break pushes them back. S4 just buying space for Alliance to retreat.
Oh, Alliance retreated so nicely without losing anyone after the buyback from Mickey. Cheese and Aegis gone. So this gives more time to Insania to actually buy that Aghanim Scepter. Just 700 gold away.
Very close. 400 gold away from Ags on Grimstroke now. Is getting all the farm in the world. Bottom wave given to him. And we're getting some really massive items for Liquid. You know, they're defending their base. That tier 3 tower bottom lane still half HP. It did take them 2 repair kit charges. But you've got BKB on Axe now. Koikva has Abyssal Blade on his bear. And if they're able to get some more of these sick Inkswell blink calls with the Abyssal Blade onto Morphling, Nico Baby, he can pull very quickly.
Flicker on Morphling. Wow.
That's just how afraid he is, right?
If they go on, it's actually a very good item here. If they decide to go on him, the spell against the Spirit Vessel could keep him alive.
FNG has walked into this one. Fisher not going to save him as the BKB from Axe does allow him to continue fighting at the sublime on Morphling. The damage in the Savage Roar, the chain stun, but the Nico Baby is taken down. Beautifully done by Liquid, and Limp beyond this does pop. But Alliance don't have their main heavy hitter, so Limp's just going to get chased out here. There's no escape. They've got Wing Echo Slam. That's the only thing that Hunt's going to do, but he whips it completely. The initiation, and Boxy has the blink call. Limp is going to fall. The Necro is gone, and Hanskin obliterated. Shocking performance for Alliance. That is not what they needed.
Oh man, Nico Baby can still die even with that Satanic, Eye of Scotty, Quaqua's Lone Druid dishes serious amount of damage, full Abyssal Blade, so there's enough lockdown for him. The question is, do you want to like play this super late game against Lone Druid? He can get 12 slotted, 14 slotted, Aghanim Scepter 15 slotted. You know, add some extra moon shards on top of that, so 3 extra items, 18 slots, hero.
The perfect chat line from Koikra as well. Synergy. The chain stones there from Liquid, the Blink, the Core, the Ink Swell, the Savage Roar, the Abyssal Blade, everything perfectly timed onto that Morphling to actually shut him down, and he's dead for another 25 seconds. Yes, the Dire have bear kit, but Koikra's bear with Demolish is shredding through this objective. They're gonna play the barracks here, even with the buyback of Necro, or maybe Liquid back up. They don't want to commit. Limp's buyback is gonna force them away.
Oh, Minotaur Horn. That's a pretty big item on the Weaver. Doesn't have any defensive items other than Lincoln Sphere. Or are they giving that to Koiko's Lone Druid?
No, you are right. They're giving it to Weaver.
Yeah, makes sense.
340 damage on Koikra's bear. Big bad boy. 4,000 HP.
2 heroes with buybacks at the moment only. Both from Alliance. Batrider and Earthshaker.
Grimstroke just got his as you said that.
Oh, Leveler. That's a nasty item.
When I saw the Dire team, I saw the Dire team have one. Nico maybe was holding it and I was like, does he really want it? I think the Lone Druid would like that one. Finally, Alliance get their own. Timeless Relic on the Morphling.
Extra. Okay, he just sent it somewhere.
Swapping it all around. Timeless Relic on the Earthshaker now.
Okay.
Havoc Hammer for the Enchantress.
That's what I said.
Right.
They see Weaver with status resistance, so Earthshaker can't lock her down. That's when you need some extra stun duration that's gonna come out from a Timeless Relic. You can't pull off the combo because of the status resistance.
For now, Koikra not grabbing the leveler for his bear, keeping the greater fairy fire on him. They hold little high ground outside of their base. Clear the mid wave. Top lane looks like it's coming towards the Radiant side thanks to a couple of Necro illusions. Liquid with a very sneaky smoke. They've drawn a long line from the down to bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Full wraparound.
Necro's the only one showing here, and Radiant scan high ground, so they know they can go up this ramp reasonably safely. And now they have high ground to low ground advantage. They've got the jump.
Under attack. Has that ever been
Alliance have no idea this is coming. Alliance think they're off to the western side. Bottom lane is pushed in. But straight past them, there's the bear, jumping forward with the Inkslot Savage Roar. They got a blink call, Morphling is about to fall on his head, and Nico baby waveforming away, barely surviving. Has one charges up his sleeve as a chase on. They find a kill. Liquid chasing towards Limp. That's the next throw. They won now as 3 heroes converge onto their location. Huskin whips his Echo Slam. He echoes the ground. No!
That's
He
the
doesn't
second
get
time.
the blink off. FNG falling after Limp.
Disillusion. They can't fight into this. Aghanim Scepter on Grimstroke Morphling. It's all you need to win a team fight, plus some extra abilities to lock him down, and they have enough. You have Axe, you have Lone with the full Abyssal Blade, so that's Refresher, Shard, Cheese, and Aegis. They would have preferred to get Aghanim Scepter, I believe, but give that to your Phoenix, who's very, very high level.
I didn't know Come With Me was still playing professional Dota 2. But Liquid with a great comeback in this game, taking out that Roshan, giving Refresher Shard over to the Lone Druid. I wonder if Tiger wants that one, or if they do actually want the multiple summons on the bear. Leveler now up on the Spirit Bear as well. As Liquid come charging down that mid lane. They've already opened it up with the tier 3 earlier on. Are exposed. Necro with no buyback. It's on cooldown for 4 minutes, and Liquid with a great opportunity. The barracks so quickly melting.
Leveler
in the sun.
Spirit Bear.
Dire's middle barracks has
Holy crap.
That seems like it might be a significant development.
And Hanskin, the last couple of fights, he's had a real real screamer here.
Dyer's middle barracks.
The Blink Illusion and the Blink Call. Nikovic, he's going to be shredded. He tries to get his mantra off with the Shadow Element to buy him a little bit of time, but they've found the kill on S4 in the midst of it all. No buyback on your Bat Rider, and Alliance still 2 heroes down as their base is crumbling. Team Liquid.
Oh, love it. They gave Refresh to Grimstroke so he can use 2 Dark Portraits.
Want to inform the Dyer that their top
Same.
barracks has fallen.
2 Soulbinds. 2 set of racks is gone already.
And another smoke. The first 4 or 5 smokes from Liquid didn't pay off, but the last couple they've had have been gorgeous. The Dire Courier with the secret shot, it looks like. Not sure exactly what they were trying to buy. Blink Corvo, Foxy finds the jump, immediately onto Earthshaker, yules himself up. Blink away, no, the swarm is up on him, so dead, buys back immediately, trying to continue this fight, but they're still without their Bat Rider and Soulbind with the Supernova. The Morphling just can't withstand this pressure. Nikovic is going to have to buy back himself, but the lane of Barracks bottom is starting to fall. The Meta Creeps are going to come here as Liquid stamp their mark on the game 40 minutes in.
If that's the proper term for it.
They want to outpush it. Make us pinging it out. I'm going to clear the creep wave. Get our creeps closer. A refresher on Grimstroke. Man, that's an insane damage.
And Boxy really has been... Now he's got the additional backup of the Lone Druid Spirit Bear with that Abyssal Blade. He knows that all he has to do is blink, call, Morphling. That's his job. Don't focus Necro. Maybe if you can find the Earthshaker, get that pick off onto Hanskin to stop the Blink Echoes. You never know, maybe Hanskin is playing the long con. Miss the Echo Slams, and now, when it matters most, get the biggest one of your life.
Oh, the big brain plate, huh?
Full sense of security.
He has a Shadow Blade. There's no gem. He should be able to do it.
There's the Blink Lasso with the Echo Scepter jumping in, but the Blink Call of Boxy catching the Echo Slam. Catch 2, but he got the Soulbind. Oh, Liquid have got this one in the back now. Yule's up on the a little bit of time, but Midgate is clearing up the back lines. 3 in a row with no buybacks for Alliance. It's game. Liquid find the sickest comeback.
Man, Liquid played this extremely well. Just using a couple of buybacks early on to keep themselves in game. And who would have guessed that the performance by Quaqua on the Lone Druid, Boxy had atrocious early game.